How's it going, husbandos and waifus? This is a different video. Now, before we get into it, you will get your Jujutsu Kaisen later this afternoon. Just wait. Obviously, I'm supposed to be working. Thought it would be cool to check out the nominees for the Crunchyroll Awards because they were finally dropped. Now, also a lot of people are asking about like, hey, what about the HERMSAUR Anime Awards? That'll be very, very soon. I'm debating whether if we're going to stream it here or on Twitch. Let me know in the comment section below what we should do. Why don't we go ahead and check? I was kind of like skimming through it because I was curious to see what they had on deck. But obviously there is different nominations. So first, let's go to Anime of the Year because obviously that's the first one. That's the big one, right? Let's go into Anime of the Year last. This is a real quick cut. That's why I was like, I can do this real quick. Best Protagonist. Now, there was a lot of great protagonists last year, so I want to see who they have. So they have Natsume from Decadence. Oh, I should also state that I have not watched every single anime that is nominated here. There is a lot that I didn't get a chance to watch or is on like deck for me to watch a little bit later. So it'll be in the works over time. So, okay, vote for the best protagonist. So Natsume from Decadence, she's a very, very cool character, though for me personally, I liked what's his name better, Kuburagi. I like Kaburagi. I felt like he was more of the main character because we got more insight on him versus Natsume. At first you would think Natsume would be the main character, but more eyes I felt like later towards the end of the season was on Kaburagi versus Natsume, and they ended up mixing both worlds. So I don't know if I would give it to Natsume. Katarina Klaus is a very cool character. I really liked her character in My Next Life as a Villainess. Itadori Yuji, I have favoritism towards Jujutsu Kaisen. Ano's fucking Valdigode. I think it's so funny that he's here, but I can see why people would put him there. Midori Asakusa, Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, was fucking amazing. I would have given it to Midori, but I gotta give or respect is deserved. I would give it to Shoyo Hinata. Is this the first time he's been nominated? I'm not too sure, but he was the GOAT this season of Haikyuu. If you watched this last season, you would totally agree that he stepped up the plate. He literally had to take a step back to be able to kind of learn a little bit of the basics, but also taking a step back literally from actually getting to play volleyball and being just a regular ball boy. I would definitely give it to Shoyo Hinata. If not Shoyo, I would give it to Midori. If not Midori, I would give it to Yuji Itadori. Best Antagonist. And from Dorohedoro, I have not watched Dorohedoro yet. Ryumin Sukuna, he's cool, but I feel like we barely got enough of him to be able to say that he is the best antagonist. Oh man, Rachel and Akito is so good. I hate them so much. Especially Akito's bitch ass. To be honest, there's overhaul in Echidna. I'm probably gonna give it to Echidna because off of face value, we look at Echidna and she doesn't seem like a bad witch, but we learn her true intentions later on and see what she's all about, and her involvement of everything that's happening from Roswell to even Betty. There's so much with Echidna. So I would probably give this to Echidna over everyone. I know everyone's like, what? Not Akito? Fuck Akito's bitch ass. But you know what? I feel like Echidna is because Echidna was a twist in terms of emotions when it came to her, because at first I liked her a lot and I still like her a lot, but as a antagonist, I thought she was going to be good throughout. I was hoping she was good, but turns out she's just your typical witch taking advantage of the situation. Whereas Akito, I consistently hate Akito. So fuck Akito. Now for best boy, there was a lot of best boys this season, more than best girls I feel, but let's see who they got. So they have Kaiman from Dorohedoro, who I still have to watch Dorohedoro. That anime looks fucking amazing, by the way. Satoru Gojo, I feel like he's going to win. Kun from Tower of God, you know, Crunchyroll gotta add their own, you know. Legoshi from Beastars. Anos Valdigode. This shit is always gonna be funny for me. Anos Valdigode and Shoyo Hinata. I know I just have this feeling that Gojo is going to take the cake on that, and I would probably give it to Gojo over Hinata because Gojo is literally the fucking GOAT. Best girl. Now this is very important, but how I felt about this year's best girl, it's mixed. Like Sayaka. Okay, anyways, Chizuru, I could see her winning. I'm still watching Rent a Girlfriend, So I can't really give anything about that. Dorohedoro, Noi, I don't know about that either, see? Katarina Klaus, she's a good girl. She's a good girl, but would I consider her best girl? She was the best girl of her series, for sure. She was able to bring everyone together that are supposed to be enemies. So I don't know. She's the best girl of her series, for sure. Great Pretender, I have yet to watch that. Kaguya Shinomiya, I liked her a lot. So off of my own personal vote, I'd probably give it to Kaguya, but man, I like Katarina Klaus too, though. Maybe I'll give it to Katarina, but then I would give it to Chizuru's gonna win at the end of the day. So for best girl, I think I wouldn't know who to vote for, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Especially since I haven't watched Dorohedoro, I haven't watched Great Pretender, and I need to finish Rent a Girlfriend. Best opening sequence. Very important here in the husband knows and waifus community. Let's see what they have. So, Easy Breezy from Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken. It's a catchy song, but not exactly my favorite. Eve from Jujutsu Kaisen. That is probably what I would choose easily. Out of everyone here, I haven't heard Great Pretender yet. Phoenix was okay. Daddy Daddy Do. It was okay. And Wild Side is okay. I think these are all great openings. I believe I've heard this one though. Is it in my playlist? But I've heard this one for sure. Eve, Kai Kai Kitan. This is a really fucking good song. Like I have the song on repeat, so I'd definitely vote for Jujutsu Kaisen. Now I do want to say, I should have said this in the beginning, but these are just my personal opinions. Let me know who you guys are going to vote for, because obviously I haven't watched every single one. So don't get offended that I didn't vote for the for your favorite. This is my opinion. Don't hold my opinion too high like it's fucking standard, okay? Best ending sequence. Now I noticed a lot that ending sequences have been fucking heat lately. Like the last season, I loved the ending of almost every anime that I watched. Lost in Paradise, easy. Lost in Paradise was fucking fire. If Lost in Paradise doesn't win, that's all I gotta say. But I haven't heard the Great Pretender one. Night Running is really good. I haven't heard DDDD. I've heard Last Dance and Welcome to My Friend. I haven't heard that one. Come on, Lost in Paradise sounds like a goddamn breakbeat. I know it's not fair because I haven't listened to all of these besides Night Running and Last Dance, but I for sure would give it to Lost in Paradise. Easy. Oh, my dog is barking, so if you hear that, I do apologize. So best voice actor best Japanese voice actor performance, we have Minare Koda, Riho Sugiyama, Wave Listen to Me. I haven't watched that one yet. Hanako from Toilet Boon Hanako-kun, which is done by Megumi Ogata. Haven't watched that. Interesting that Subaru is voted. Yusuke Kobayashi. Subaru did a phenomenal job, by the way. All of last season of ReZero, or this season of ReZero, because it's continuing on to this year. Gojo, Yuichi Nakamura. Amazing job. You know what? I might actually give it to Mitsumi Tamura, because she fucking killed it with Sayaka. Best girl? No, but voice actor performance was done phenomenal. I haven't watched The Millionaire Detective, so I can't really say. So between Wave Listen to Me and Millionaire Detective and Hanako, because I have yet to watch Hanako, I would probably give it to Sayaka, to Mitsumi, then probably Yuichi, then maybe Yusuke. But all of them done. It's really hard because I really like the Japanese voice actors. They fucking killed it. So for best English voice actor performance, Zeno Robinson did an amazing job with Hawks. Amazing. I heard Jonah Scott for Legoshi. I haven't listened to too much English voice actors. I did hear Echidna, done by Anairis. I think that's how to say it. But I'd probably give it to Zeno Robinson. Dude, last year was his fucking year, dude. And Zeno Robinson has been doing a phenomenal job. And he does a phenomenal job with Hawks, in my personal opinion. Best director, Masaki Yusa for Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken. Yuzuru Tachikawa for Decadence. Sung-Hoo Park for Jujutsu Kaisen. Hiro Kaburagi for Great Pretender. Mamoru Hatakeyama for Kaguya-sama. And Takashi Sano for Tower of God. I would easily give it to Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken. I haven't seen Great Pretender, or that's about it. But Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken. Oh, guys, if you have not watched Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, I highly suggest it. I know I didn't react to it because I couldn't react to it. There was not much to react to, but by God, that's a beautiful fucking anime. So I would definitely tell you guys to check that out if you can. Best animation. Oh boy, let's go. Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken. I'm telling you, that's such a fucking beautiful anime. I mean, the art style might look weird for a lot of people, but when you really get into it and the reason why things are done the way it is in that anime, you tend to fucking love it so much. The God of High School. You know what? That anime was really pretty. So The Great Pretender, Jujutsu Kaisen, Princess Connect. Ooh, Princess Connect got a nomination, and Beastars. I love Jujutsu Kaisen. I love that shit so much. But as much as the story was a clusterfuck for me, I'd probably give it to God of High School. Because it was, like I said, it's a very, very well animated anime. Mappa did an amazing job with God of High School and even Jujutsu Kaisen. I think God of High School might take the cake. If not, I would give it to Jujutsu Kaisen for sure. Best character design. Keep your hands off Eizouken, Nayuki Asano, Yoshiyuki from Great Pretender, Mayuki Ito from Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, Genis-chan, is that how I say it? And Yusuke Yoshigaki from BNA, Tower of God, Masashi Kudo and Miho Tanino, and Yashahime, Rumiko Takahashi. I haven't watched Yashahime yet. I haven't watched Toilet Bound Hanako-kun and Great Pretender. I'd probably give it to Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken or BNA. BNA was really, really fun to watch. So best fight scene? Oh boy. I looked and I saw two God of High Schools. They really had to put two God of High School, but let's see. Gojo versus Sukuna. That was only like a 10-second fight or some shit. I wasn't even that long. Jin Mori versus Jagal. Berkuli versus Dark God Vecta. That one right there. Berkuli versus Dark God Vecta. Look, I know a lot of you guys don't like SAO, but just watch that fight. Oh my God, that was a good fight. Deku versus Overhaul. Oh, that's a good one too. That one was well animated. Oh my God. No, Jin Mori versus Han Dewi. That was alright. And Brawler versus Master. That one was really fucking good too. For Akudama Drive. Between Deku and Overhaul versus Berkuli and Dark God Vecta, I'd probably give it to Berkuli versus Dark God Vecta. That one was a really good fight. I highly suggest that you guys check that out if you guys get the chance to. Now, best drama. So there's Fruit Basket Season 2, Great Pretender, Japan Sinks, Sing Yesterday for Me, Beastars, and Somali and the Forest Spirit. So the only ones that I've watched here was Fruit Basket and Somali and the Forest Spirit. I was too scared to watch Sing Yesterday for Me. Because last year I was kind of like emotionally unstable and I could not watch more drama. Personally, Fruit Basket is always a good drama for me. Somali and the Forest Spirit was a good feels and emotion. Honestly, don't know what I'd give it to. I'd give it to Fruit Basket just because that's what I've watched. I heard Japan Sinks. Oh my God, I heard that shit is really sad. So let me know what you guys would vote for here. Best comedy. Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, Kaguya-sama Love is War, My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom, Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle got nominated. Very nice. Kakushigoto. Oh, Kakushigoto was good. And The Misfit of Demon King Academy. History strong as Demon King reincarnates and goes to school with his descendants. That's a comedy. Oh, it was a comedy. I was fucking laughing. Who would I give that to? You know what? I'm gonna give it to Kakushigoto. Because that shit made me cry. That shit made me laugh. That shit was great. Best score. Oh, all right. Let's see what happens. So best score, there is Tower of God, Kevin Penkin, Great Pretender Yutaka Yamada, Satoru Kusaki for Beastars, Orutachi for Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, Alisa Okehazama from God of High School, and Kensuke Yoshio for Japan Sing. So I'd probably give it to Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken. Best couple. Let's see. Nasa and Tsukasa Yuzaki. Oh my God, if this... but Legoshi and Haru, Chizuru and Kazuya, Kotoko Iwanaga and Kuro Sakuragawa. I haven't watched Inspector though. Kaguya and Miyuki, Katarina Klaus, and Maria Campbell. I would have put Katarina and everyone. Shit. But you know what? I'd probably give it to Nasa and Tsukasa. Actually, you know what? I can see why. Because Katarina is technically the main character and it's a video game. And before Katarina got reincarnated and isekai'd over, she was trying to woo. She was Maria trying to woo the other characters. Okay, I can see why that's a thing. Okay, best fantasy, but my voice goes to Nasa and Tsukasa, obviously. Best fantasy. Now this is important because we love our isekais. Okay, so ReZero's here. Dragon Quest is really good too. Decadence. Ascendance of a Bookworm. Oh, that one's really good. Tower of God and Dorohedoro. I wouldn't choose Tower of God. I haven't watched Dorohedoro. I'd probably give it to ReZero because obviously I'm biased. I'm extremely biased to ReZero. But Ascendance of a Bookworm. Oh, that one's so good. If you guys haven't watched Ascendance of a Bookworm, I highly suggest that you guys watch it. Beautiful. Oh my god, such a good anime. Dragon Quest is your typical having fun shonen anime. And Decadence, I love the creativity behind Decadence. It's so fun, but I definitely give it to ReZero. But Ascendance of a Bookworm is really good. Now, what I forgot to do on video is Anime of the Year. So let's go over that real quick. Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, Jujutsu Kaisen, Great Pretender, Dorohedoro, Appare, Ranman, and Beastars. So I've already ranted about every single series. My heart is torn between Jujutsu Kaisen and Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken. I love the creativity and everything behind Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken, but Jujutsu Kaisen was just that anime that I feel like everyone will enjoy. I know, well actually I don't know. I feel like Jujutsu Kaisen is gonna win this one. I wouldn't be mad if Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken or Jujutsu Kaisen wins, because those two would be my two votes. Both of these are also in the HERMSAUR Anime Awards for Anime of the Year because they're both good. I would have a hard time choosing. I don't know what I would choose, to be honest. It would, I don't know what I would choose because I really like both. I was thinking about this, and I think I talked about it on stream a little bit, between Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken and Jujutsu Kaisen for Anime of the Year. Before Jujutsu Kaisen, I said Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken was going to be the Anime of the Year all throughout the seasons until fall 2020 when Jujutsu Kaisen dropped. Jujutsu Kaisen, I'm saying Jujutsu Kaisen, but Jujutsu Kaisen, I don't know. I'd either give it to Keep Your Hands Off Eizouken and Jujutsu Kaisen. They're both good. So yeah, that is the nominations, and that's who I would vote for. Let me know who you guys would vote for in the comment section below. Once again, you guys will get Jujutsu Kaisen later this afternoon. But yeah, you could see who's going to win this season. We always know who's going to win. So that's just my opinion once again. So anyways, guys, that is it. Make sure you guys go and drop a like, subscribe, because we're trying to get to 50,000 motherfucking subscribers. Let's go!